in the digital services, online services, remote education, virtual meetings, conferences, telemedicine, increased use of the OTT in the last 4 to 5 months of lockdown. It has put a tremendous pressure on the telecom infrastructure and also created a huge opportunities for the telecom infrastructure, beside bringing certain challenges to maintain this kind of infrastructure so that people remain connected during.
Industry, the telecom industry, especially the infrastructure industry, which has been acting as the backbone to enable telecom services and have stood the test of the time. The role that the telecom infrastructure providers became more and more critical in such unprecedented crisis which has never been seen earlier. At such a crucial time, the telecom infrastructure providers made sure, and the field engineers have made sure to work and maintain the infrastructure from outside so that the telecom services remain available from inside, apart from the challenges which continue to be faced because such situation was never envisaged. The many challenges which came, like there were movement restrictions by a movement restriction for the field engineer to access the telecom sites. On top of it, the increased data consumption, it made the operation and maintenance of the telecom network more challenging and also complex during such time. What happened was massive adoption of the digital services in the last 4 to 5 months led to a higher usage of internet bandwidth as well as data, which could only be possible to after maintaining the robust telecom infrastructure, which is a backbone to ensure that. To give you an example, during this period, now that the data consumption has come down again to around 14 to 15 GBs, but in between, it increased almost close to 18 to 20. And the biggest shift was from urban to the semi-urban and the rural side. That was the biggest shift. So therefore, you can analyze the kind of challenge that comes to maintain the telecom infrastructure under those conditions. It is the telecom infrastructure which was required to be maintained on 24/7 to ensure connectivity to all who were expected to work from home at all times. During the lockdown, it was not an easy one. We came across many issues, many restrictions. Therefore, some of them biggest was the movement of the field engineer intercity, intracity, intradistrict, and of course within a city. Therefore, it became a more of a challenging for a continuous movement of the personnel, continuous movement of the essential manpower, essential field engineers to maintain that network. On top of it, as you are aware, the ROW guidelines came in November 2016. This became another one because some states, as of today, only few states have aligned with the ROW November 2016. This became another challenge because many of these states were not even aware of those guidelines. Therefore, the maintaining of the existing infrastructure, new construct of the infrastructure, availability of the government land building, availability of the grid supply, single portal. These are some of the big issues which came across and were being faced by this area. I would like to thank here the Department of Telecommunication, the state governments, and having appointed the nodal officer by the states who really helped the telecom infrastructure to remain available on 24/7. They like to tell you further that under DOT there are all the LSAs. They were really helpful to ensure availability of the infrastructure, creation of the infrastructure, availability of the essential passes for the movement of the field engineers into this. Since the sites were, as you are aware, we have almost close to 600,000 sites, and they are spread all around pan India. The maintenance of those sites. What we did as the association created a war room in our own place so as to monitor the health of the complete infrastructure in terms of availability, in terms of the EB availability, in terms of the power supply available, in terms of the movement of the field supply, in terms of this. And on top of it, during this period, we faced another 2 cyclones during this period, which became another issue. Besides COVID-19, there was issue with regard to the cyclone which came in Calcutta and also in Maharashtra, which was an issue one. There, with the result, there are many of the towers which were uprooted. There were no electricity, fiber was cut. So therefore, challenges over a challenge. And I would like to mention here the field engineers. They really work day in and day out to ensure availability of this during these challenging times. Besides the help which came from the state, the help which came immediately from the Department of Telecommunication, which kept the morale of the field engineers in the field so high that the network would be kept into them. Especially, we faced some difficulties in the northeast area where the issues with regard to the non-availability of continuous EB grid supply, hilly terrain, tough terrain, road conditions were affecting the connectivity. The infrastructure provided, despite these constraints, the field engineers, despite these constraints, the state authorities, despite these constraints, the nodal officer, despite all these challenges, continued to help us to maintain the connectivity and coverage in these areas with the support of the local government. Book launch by Mr. Akhil, book launch of Mr. Akhil Gupta's book, where the outlook of the sector, especially some of these sectors, one of them is this telecom sector, the other one is the outlook of the sector seems quite promising, since the digitization has become necessarily the most important for all the organizations. Dependency on the telecom services is increasing and continue to increase because we are not sure about this situation, how this situation is going to emerge. As we look at daily, the number of cases are increasing. The offices are still continuing to be closed. People are still continuing to work from home. And if you look at a recent announcement by the RPG, they announced that they will, for the complete year, they will only have told their employees to work from home. So this kind of a dependency on the telecom infrastructure is bound to increase. The increase in the digital services, increase in the data from today, whatever it is, to another 25 to 40% will be there. The overall demand will continue to increase, and will shift from enterprise to home, and from central business district to suburban areas. As I told you that there is going to be a shift from the central district to sub area to rural area, because everyone needs to be kept connected, needs to be kept online, needs to be kept, be it agriculture sector, be it any other automotive sector, be it any sector. The only solace which is available is to remain connected on 24/7 with the help of the telecom infrastructure. Here would be likely increase, as you say, the outlook for this is that there will be a need to increase the fiber. There is a need to increase the fiberization of the tower. There is also a need to increase the Wi-Fi. That was only possible if there is robust infrastructure is available in both the residential and the commercial areas to provide coverage to support the work from home. That is very important. And as you know, this recently the Department of Telecommunications also started an exercise of GIS mapping of the fiber itself. That is a very important and essential exercise which has been done. With this result, it will capture the complete data of available fiber in the ground, so that there are no duplicacy of the assets, so that no duplication of the digging, so that we know what is available on the ground, what is required to be done. So therefore, the outlook of this sector continues to be promising, with the help of increase in the requirement of the infrastructure in terms of fiber to the home, in terms of Wi-Fi, in terms of the other devices which are emerging into this. Thank you. Very good question. So far, if you look at, several initiatives have been undertaken by the businesses, organizations. They, as I told you, Tata have already declared, RPG recently declared, and many of the MNCs have already made clear that this work from home is going to continue at least till the end of this year. Therefore, increased prevalence to offer e-services, online services, video conferencing, everything on media available would be there. And the only solace for this is the ability of the telecom services through a robust telecom infrastructure. This kind of situation, COVID-19 and pandemic, has resulted into widespread of various digital services. You will have seen increased demand in the online services, increased demand in everything that is required, because the requirement is to people remain inside their houses, continue to remain a social distancing. So therefore, all kinds of email services, e-services will have to be maintained, and that's possible only through a availability and continuous availability of the infrastructure to ensure availability of the telecom services. As a result, If this kind of situation has to continue, virtual meetings, e-commerce, streaming, e-learning, education, this would remain the buzzword. I'm not using the word buzzword because this will be very essential to remain during this period and for some more time to come post-COVID. Look at, see, it has become very easy now. Earlier, we used to travel from one place to other place to have a meeting, to meet up with the conferences. I think even if the situation improves, the post-COVID, these services will have to continue, will be continuing to avoid the travel to one place to the other place. And the virtual meeting will become the need of the day. This will lead to again, all this would mean a robust, a resilient, and omnipresent telecom infrastructure. Therefore, in building solutions, small cells, fiber to the home, Wi-Fi availability, we will see a huge demand because the huge demand in the data increase, which is going to continue for times to come. The telecom operators and the infrastructure provider have already started working on the fiberization of the buildings. And recently you'll be glad to know that the TRA is also working with all the infrastructure providers and in the new buildings which are coming. We are having a workshop with all the new builders and also the Ministry of Urban Development to ensure that the existing building or the new building or the future building will come are necessarily provided with a all-time connectivity through a fiber itself to meet this huge requirement of a data, including voice, data, e-services. Thank you.
All right, sir. Coming to my last question. In light of the COVID-19 outbreak, what do you think will be some of the key technologies that are likely to come at the forefront in the future?
Yeah, that's a good, although it's not an easy answer to give you straight away, but as I said in my earlier discussion with you, there will be 2-3 types. You need to divide into 2-3 areas. One, how do you improve the existing solutions? How do you increase the present solution? That is to create in-building solutions, small cells, Wi-Fi, work from home. Now Wi-Fi new version is coming, Wi-Fi 6. Wi-Fi 6 it will work into the 6 gigahertz, which will be more, latency will be less, availability more, the bandwidth will be more. So new Wi-Fi technology, Wi-Fi 6 is going to come. The telecom operators and the infrastructure providers have already started focusing, including with the DOT, on the fiberization of the tower, availability of the fiber. Finally, it appears the new technology will have to be immediately adopted as soon as they are available. I think there are use cases already trials have begun. 5G, fixed wireless services, IoT, automation, M2M. Therefore, industry, I would call it industry 4.0 or whatever you call it, will economically become more viable, faster, post the launch of all these new technologies, including the 5G. So behind all this, you might say AR, VR, IoT, M2M, these are the technologies. Then if you say FTP, all these have to be provided with a backbone and a rugged and a strong, robust backbone with the help of a fiber to the home, so as to ensure these services are available to the consumer on 24/7, so as to they can continue to work without a break wherever they are, whether they are at home, whether they are in the office, whether they are on the move even. Therefore, the technologies will only be able to adopt once these new technologies are available. They can only be adopted once we continue to upgrade, continue to evolve with the new infrastructure. That is, thank you so much.